All right, we're going to build the base of the cherry pitter, the third project from first quarter. Technical plans, when you're done, should look pretty much exactly like what you see in the example sheet you have that you're supposed to work off of. But I'm only going to focus right now on this part right here, which is the base. So I've got Inventor pulled up, and I'm going to basically draw this shape right off the bat. Okay, and then I'm going to work my way across the piece. So this is a 5-inch by 3 3/8 inch tall piece of metal with a hole in it. So let's go here to Inventor and go start sketch. And go right here, and I'm going to put that hole in first. That hole's going to sit right here somewhere. I'm just going to drag it out and drop it off. Now, how big is the hole? It seems like it's 2.5. I'll double check that. I go back over here to my piece. That is a 1.26 radius, so I'll just double that for my diameter. So I go right here and go like this and go 1.26 times 2. There's my hole for my middle of my piece. Okay. Now it's got a concentric circle on it. So let's go back here and double check our concentric circle. That concentric circle has a radius of 1.88. So double that, and then it's tangent to the top edge of this. So I'm going to go simply down here and go back in, and I'm going to go circle from here, and I'm going to go 1.88 times 2. That'll give me the right spot. And then I'll simply come in here and I'll draw a line coming off this way, straight off. Make sure it stays tangent. My constraints, bring it straight down here. Stay perpendicular, straight out to the front end. Get my perpendicular, bring that up. I'm not even sure how much right now, and then I'm just going to bring it into so. Now, this is just eyeballing it right now, and I'm going to do some trimming and trim out this piece here and that little piece right there, and then I've got to put some dimensions on here. So here's how this gets a little screwy though. If I come back in here and look, those are concentric. That means that this overall distance right here, oops, undo. I need to put a dimension on. The base itself is a total of 5 inches long. See what happens when I did that though? So I've got to come back in here and double check because my dimension on the back side right there has to be 2 inches. So I need to come back in here to my piece and undo that and put a dimension that goes from center to back here and put that exactly at 2. Now change this exactly to 5, and then I can start controlling some situations here. You got to check and see how far up in that it is. So I come back over here. Center is 1.5 inches up. So let's go back in and go from baseline here to the center of it here is 1.5. And then I can say, okay, what's this front piece got to be? Pull back into my file here. That front piece is 0.75 up, so 3/4 of an inch. So that dimension right there needs to be 0.75. And the dimension from this corner here to the base right here is also determined. I'm going to go back in here to my file and look at it. That is not 1.5, it's actually over here at 1.07. So that dimension is 1.07 inches. There's basically my one side of this. Does that follow? If it does, we're good to go. Finish the sketch. I'll extrude this whole thing right here, all of 0.03. It's 32 of an inch thick. I'm going to go around to the inside of it. Actually, I don't have to go to the inside. I can do this either way. I'm going to go right here and go click on this surface, start a sketch. And I'm going to start with a concentric circle right here, out. And then I've got to take and carry on an angle. Well, that angle goes from right here up through this, like so. And I'm just going to lay it in and let it constrain to that. Now, here's what's happening. If I look at this guy, that angle is the same. If you lay it on the paper, and it doesn't look right here, but it goes all the way up through that, all the way through it. So I've got to come back to the back edge, come down and across, and I do not have a dimension there, but it comes tangent to the front edge of that circle. So here's what this does. I go right here, and I bring a line from the tangent point right there, straight down, like so. And then another line, straight off this corner to there. And then another line straight off this same corner up to this point right here. Oh, didn't do it right. Here's the line from this corner right here up to right there. I can now trim back that, this. Zoom in on this. Get rid of the parts I don't want. Finish the sketch. Extrude the shape. Well, it's 5 minus, so it's 5 inches long total, but then I have to minus from the 5 inches 0.06 because I've got a 0.03 plate on this side and another 0.03 plate on the other side. Hit the OK right there. There's the bottom edge of that thing. Okay. Next victim, sketch the surface. Repeat the same process basically from here out to tangent. There. Repeat and trace right over top of my shape that's in the background. Okay, trim this. Finish sketch. Extrude the shape. 0.03. Apply. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a minute and continue on.